Now, what do we see in this picture here? This is a picture of something called flagellation. Flagellation was a Christian practice in the Middle Ages, so think about 1,000 years ago, where people would whip themselves very violently to apologize to God for whatever it was. These things seem extremely counterintuitive. There's so many examples across all religions of things that do not seem intuitive, that don't seem like they would actually be good in a world of natural selection where there's the survival of the fittest and we have to pass on our genes. In what way does it help us to survive, to whip ourselves? Why do our brains allow us to do that? And you can think in other religions of similar things. So in Shia Islam, there's a ceremony called the titbah, where people beat themselves in the heads with swords and cause lots of blood to come out. There was a Christian movement in the 18th century called the Shakers. And this one's actually a very, very extreme case of going against the idea of natural selection, because the Shakers believed that they had to remain celibate throughout all of their lives. The theological explanation for this is that they wanted to atone for original sin. If you're interested in that, type in original sin into Google, you'll find the explanation. But essentially, they wanted to apologize to God for humanity's sinfulness. And the way that they did that was abstaining from sex, so not passing on their genes. Now, why on earth would we evolve to have this ability to come up with religions that actually inhibit our ability to evolve, depending how you think about it? Well, there must be a good reason for it, say the members of the functional school. So if you have a look at this quote, which is from a book called A Beginner's Guide to Evolutionary Psychology, which I really highly recommend. It says that all these activities are extremely good for stimulating the production of endorphins. So endorphins are chemicals in your brain, such as oxytocin, dopamine, and these things cause happiness, essentially. They make you feel good. Endorphins may, at least indirectly, have a beneficial effect on the immune system, promoting a sense of psychological contentment, may have positive effects on the body's resistance to disease and injury. So here's one idea. Perhaps this ability to do things in a religious sense have a very strong evolutionary benefit in that they release endorphins and help us to survive in this way. They help us to survive in society. Oxytocin is the love hormone. So mothers feel a strong wave of oxytocin flooding through their brains when they give birth to their child. And it's that that bonds them to the child that they've just birthed. But we also feel dopamine when we laugh. We get floods of it when we enjoy the special things in life, such as love and friendship, and also eating a bar of chocolate and smoking a cigarette as well. So it's not all perfect, but you see what I'm getting at.